Am I the asshole for refusing to attend any family functions now that my father's affair child is being invited to them?
This one's got lots of parts, but to simplify it, I'm 18 practically always had an issue with Sadie, F17, who I've known since kindergarten. Her brother 20 bullied me for 6 months when I was in first grade. Him and his friends bullied me, and a few others, but I was his favorite target. My mom got involved, and he got in a lot of trouble, especially when he was bullying younger kids. After her brother got in trouble, Sadie turned on me, and she has been persistent. My mom was in and out of each school I went to, making sure I was in different classes than Sadie, and that the school didn't let Sadie get away with bullying me too. She didn't stop at least. She didn't stop until we found out my dad is her bio father, which was 10 or 11 months ago, which brings me on to finding out that my dad cheated on my mom, and my parents are almost at the end of their divorce now. Dad has tried so hard to stop it when she was pregnant with me. Sadie's mom wasn't married, but she was with Sadie's brother's dad, and they got married when Sadie was 2. Sadie thought he was her dad too, but he didn't treat her the same, and I have been told over and over to be forgiving and compassionate because the exclusion and verbal abuse that she got from her dad made her lash out. I was pissed when I found out. I was pissed at dad for doing that to mom. But of all people, Sadie, he had to make. Yeah, I made it clear to everyone that Sadie might have the same biological dad as me, but I would never be her brother, and I still hate her, so she can fuck off and leave me alone. My dad's family aren't talking to him either. They don't like the mess that he made, and they tried to rally around me and mom, but a few months ago, they started to change, and would ask us to change our feelings towards Sadie, and to find compassion. My mom had none for her, and she told dad's family members that there was no way that she would family up her way to describe it to a girl who had tormented me for a decade, and even cyber harassed me with messages, telling me to KMS that I wasn't willing to have a relationship with Sadie. I said I wouldn't stop them, but they shouldn't expect to see me where Sadie will be. They had told me a million times that she's my sister, and I told them she's dad's affair kid and a stalker, and I hate her. I said dad fucking up and making her doesn't change that. Sadie's first family function is going to be Christmas, and dad's side are so annoyed that I won't show my face for even a little while. They told me that it would be good for me, and for Sadie, and I told them that I don't care. What's good for Sadie? I said seeing her would just ruin my Christmas. Just like having to pretend that I don't hate her would ruin it. They told me that I should see all she's been through and be willing to at least see her for their sakes.
So, am I the asshole here?
Never thought that I'd be in this position, but you're right. At this point we're going around in circles, and they're just going to turn on me more as they realize that there's no compromise for me. A few of my cousins had read them and even thought that it was crazy for the older relatives pushing me to forgive and be Sadie's brother. I don't think that she suspected that she was the affair kid, because when she found out, her reaction shocked me. It all went back to her brother getting into trouble because they are close, but there is no making amends for it. As far as I'm concerned, I would rather be dead than be her actual brother. I can't control that we're related that way, but I can sure as hell keep her from ever being in my family or my life. I don't know many people who would. You've also got to make nice, which is not happening. After being told to KMS by her several different times, I reached the point where there can never be any nice interactions. She didn't apologize for it. She did ask to put the past behind us and be siblings or something that sums up to that. It shocked the hell out of me, but I want nothing to do with her, and I was against it. Apparently she has said that if I would have a conversation with her that she'd apologize, but I don't buy it, and I don't care, even if she is sincere. I'm kinda tempted to print her messages, but I don't know that it would do much except for pissing them off. Maybe some time of no contact would be better overall. At least it gives me a break from their pushing. It's because they want to fully embrace her. They want her there every year, and they can want and choose that. Don't know if that's realistic if Sadie's still close to her brother, but if that's what they want, then I won't stop them from having that. I'm not forgiving shit. I'm doing good in my life without forgiving her. She doesn't deserve it, and I don't need to forgive to sleep at night or to live a good life. I'll miss certain parts of those family events, but there's zero way that I want to ruin my time by spending it where she will be. Missing out on them is a more than worthwhile price to not have her in my life. I want nothing to do with my dad at this point, and there's no hope for that to change. The way he spoke to my mom when she found out, and the way he spoke to me, there's no coming back from that. There are no ways for Sadie or my dad to make amends. I want nothing to do with either of them, and will never be open to having a relationship with either. Dad ensured that when he spoke to mom like he did after she found out, and he did the same to me. As for Sadie, I won't go into what I think of her, but she will never be my sister, and she will never be welcome in my life, ever. My dad's only trying to force mom to stay with him. He's more or less accepted. He lost me. I don't actually know if he has anything to do with her. His family are trying to get closer to her, but I've never been sure if he has had any contact with her since we all found out the truth. I'm not ruining my Christmas by spending a single second with Sadie. The family wants her. They can have her. I'm not showing up to make a scene because it only makes me unhappy. Her dad did know she wasn't his. That was confirmed at some point, but she and her brother were close when they were younger. Can't say either way now. Sadie will never be my sister. That will never end for me. I hate her. I wouldn't even donate my blood to her if she ever needed it. I wouldn't waste a second of my life spending it with her willingly. At school, I had no choice. But once I leave school, I never want another thing to do with her, and if that means losing dad's side with the exception of cousins, then I can live with that. Same goes for my dad, who said some nasty shit when mom and I found out about his affair and Sadie. There is no reconciling from that. I've decided to go no contact with everyone in that family except my supportive cousins. The rest don't care enough about me, and that has been made so perfectly clear. They can have Sadie, and they better hope she doesn't cause someone to actually harm themselves because of how nasty she is.